Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Kitfox Aircraft to introduce a new 2017 Speedster at AirVenture. Sonex Aircraft AeroConversions introduces Rotax engine mount attach bars. Flight 3407 families dig in for safety fight. Hello, I'm Laura Hudson. It's July 19th and this is Airborne Unlimited. Years ago, A&N boss Jim Campbell remarked that a recent flight test of the Series 4 Speedster model of the venerable Kitfox was one of the best flights he made all year. And he's often remarked that he missed that sporty little aircraft after it went out of production. That SportPlane's heyday was in 1992, when Kitfox arrived at AirVenture with the new and instantaneously popular design, the Kitfox Speedster. Further excitement was added to the introduction of this little plane when it was flown almost daily by the late Jimmy Franklin in a low-altitude Acro routine that could simply not be ignored. That was a generation ago, but now Kitfox has given the 21st century an answer to flying boredom, and sure enough, it also bears the name Speedster. Working from the very successful and robust Kitfox S7 Super Sport, Kitfox has created a clipped wing, aerodynamically refined, and superbly stylized tail dragger. With Rotax fuel-injected power, the 2017 Kitfox Speedster is significantly larger and faster than its earlier namesake, with a great useful load and excellent short-field performance. With clipped wings and other refinements, the handlings can only be described as Acro-like. More info to come. Sonex Aircraft is introducing a new product from AeroConversions, Rotax engine mount attach bars. Developed for Sonex Rotax 912 series, engine mounts AeroConversions Rotax Attach Bars can also be used for custom Rotax 912 engine mounts on any experimental aircraft. AeroConversions Rotax Attach Bars eliminate the need for expensive and complex Rotax ring mounts and Rotax mount rubbers. As a bed mount system, AeroConversions Rotax Attach Bars bolt directly to Rotax 912 series engines and are designed to use simple AeroConversions AeroVee shock mount rubbers, eliminating the complex shock mount geometry found in other Rotax bed mount systems. Rotax attach bars from AeroConversions weigh just 12.9 ounces each and sell for $83.50 a piece. AeroConversions AeroVee rubber shock mounts are sold in a set of 8 for only $28. Rotax engine mounts were first added as an option for Sonex aircraft kits with the advent of the new B-model designs. Due to popular demand, Sonex is newly offering Rotax engine mounts for legacy Sonex, YX, and Zenith aircraft as well. Sonex B-model kits offer a choice between AeroVee, AeroVee Turbo, Jabiru 3300, UL Power 260-350 series, and Rotax 912 series engine mounts in both standard and tricycle gear configurations. After the break, Flight 3407 families dig in for a safety fight.
The Bristol Light Sport aircraft is what you are looking for. The Bristol is wider than a Cirrus, faster than a Skyhawk, offers more storage than a Husky, and comes standard with Garmin avionics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Bristol.com to find out how you can get into a Bristol today.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Welcome back. With the FAA authorization set to expire at the end of September and regional airlines desperately attempting to water down critical safety initiatives which have resulted in 8 years of no fatal commercial aviation crashes on U.S. domestic carriers, the Families of Continental Flight 3407 vowed to continue their push to ensure that Congress does not cave in to outside pressure. Ever since the 2015 Senate hearing when Captain Sullenberger made the most clear and convincing case possible that these safety initiatives are absolutely essential to ensuring that our nation's commercial aviation service remains the envy of the world when it comes to safety, the regional lobbying machine has done everything in its power to cloud and obscure what was so obvious to Congress back in 2009 and 2010 in the wake of the NTSB investigation into Flight 3407, stated Scott Maurer of Palmetto, Florida, who lost his 30-year-old daughter, Lauren. Public Law 111-216, the FAA Extension and Airline Safety Act, was enacted in 2010 by voice vote in the House and unanimous consent in the Senate. It was a result of extensive bipartisan committee work on both sides of the Hill in the wake of NTSB's investigation into the crash of Flight 3407. Each week we share with you an online video that one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week.
Final liftoff of left.
This video is shown as a summary of Zenith's first ever short takeoff and landing competition at the 2014 Zenith Aircraft Open Hangar Day and fly-in on September 19th and 20th, 2014 at the Zenith factory. Search short takeoff and landing competition at the Zenith Open Hangar Day fly-in 2014 on YouTube. After these messages, Brandon expands their airport.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The dream is real, a truly affordable personal jet aircraft. The Subsonics Personal Jet Kit is priced at only $42,000. Kit plus engine is still under $100K. Add instruments, upholstery, and paint and you're flying. It's time to put your money where your bucket list is. Learn more at sonexaircraft.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The Honorable Brian Pallister, Premier of Manitoba, joined Rick Trest, Mayor of Brandon, and community members to celebrate the completion of the Brandon Municipal Airport Expansion Project. The representatives also took the occasion to announce a new federal, provincial, municipal funding of up to $2.5 million for the replacement of the airport maintenance building. BAA Training European Standard Aviation Training Center has widened its partners list for ab initio pilot training and started cooperation with Small Planet Airlines. The main purpose of the recently launched cadet program is to establish ease opportunities for talented youngsters to become pilots and support the airline with sufficient number of pilots for the position of first officer. Under the agreement, 450 future pilots will participate in the program during 2017 through 2025. Up until last week, Delta Airlines had been the only legacy carrier to openly oppose the idea of privatizing air traffic control, as is proposed in the House version of the FAA reauthorization bill set for debate in Congress this summer. But all that changed last Thursday when CEO Ed Bastien said during an earnings call with analysts that Delta is now working constructively with Congressman Bill Schuster, who has pressed for 2 years to spin off ATC from the FAA. The NBAA is welcoming the strong opposition to proposals for privatizing the nation's air traffic control system, recently expressed by Captain Sully Sullenberger, the pilot who performed a heroic emergency landing of a disabled U.S. Airways airplane on New York City's Hudson River in 2009. It's nice to have him on our side. The Global 7,000 aircraft flight test program is progressing as planned and has surpassed the 500-hour milestone. with 3 flight test vehicles in flight testing and 2 remaining FTVs to join shortly. The Global 7000 aircraft program is on track to meet the aircraft's targeted entry into service in the second half of 2018. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. Trig Avionics has announced the latest addition to their radio range, the TY96A and TY97A. The radios are slimline 760-channel VHF radios with 25 kHz spacing. They include the same pilot-friendly features as the TY96 and TY97 and are ideal for pilots flying outside 8.33 kHz mandated airspace. The TY96A and the TY97A are the same slimline design as the TY96 and TY97 at only 33 mm high. The TY96A is a 10-watt radio, the TY97A is a 16-watt version. These radios have no cooling fans, which means they can be easier and cheaper to accommodate in an old stack. With a clear, bright display and a superior user interface, Trig's Better by Design ethos is evident within the practical and high-quality design. The TY96A and the TY97A have all the same pilot-friendly features as the TY96 and the TY97, such as the unique push-step button. This feature ensures the fastest tuning and transition between 25 kHz and 50 kHz. Pilots can course tune in 50 kHz and then fine-tune in 25 kHz. On the TY96A and the TY97A, frequencies and identifiers are shown, with a flip-flop button to make a standby frequency active. The TY96A and the TY97A are available to order now from approved Trig dealers and will be shipping later this year. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. See you tomorrow.